What is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, we are going to give you our review of the 3 tortoise line discs that Yikun Disc Golf sent us. They sent us these from China. They sent us the Meteor Hammer, the Tomahawk mid-range, and the Twin Sword distance driver. So I'm gonna start off with the Meteor Hammer. The Meteor Hammer is really just like a putting putter. It's got a really tall profile. It feels very similar to an AVR, but just has the overmold on it. The flight numbers are 2300, and I would say as far as a throwing putter, this one kind of flies how the flight numbers would indicate, more so than some of the other discs that we have from them. If you throw it soft at like 2-speed arm speed, it's gonna pop up and go straight through most of the flight. And then as a putting putter, again, it has like the nice tall feel of like a normal AVR, and it's a pretty adequate feeling putting putter. I don't love it as a putting putter or much of as a throwing putter either, but if you're into a disc that's shaped like this and you're into like a tall beadless AVR, but you want an overmold, this is going to be a good option for you. And then as far as a thrower goes, it's pretty synonymous to any tall beadless putter. It's going to feel pretty much the same as all of those, but this tortoise line plastic is nice and durable, and it really doesn't feel all that bad. It actually feels like nice plastic. But as far as the flight goes, I had a hard time throwing it because I'm not really used to putters shaped like this. So as far as the flight goes, I didn't really love it, but that doesn't mean it's a bad disc. It just means it didn't really suit my throw style and my game very well. What did you think?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to add to it. I mean, the plastic does feel nice. I'm already pretty set on my putter, so yeah, it's just a nice putter, nice entry-level putter for somebody, a beginner disc golf player. But has a cool stamp on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, nice slow arm speed. You can't put any power into this thing at all, or it just flips on you. But
the next disc that I want to talk about is the Tomahawk here. It's got kind of a similar shape to the Meteor Hammer, but it's just a touch faster. It's a little bit sharper on the edge here, but overall it's a pretty similar disc, just it's a little bit sharper on the edge. Instead of being round here, it's a little bit pointed, but it's still got that really tall profile, the same as the Meteor Hammer has. They always have really nice artwork on their discs, so these always look really good. The flight numbers on this guy is 5600, so again, no turn, no fade. Again, tortoise line plastic, I'm gonna say it over and over again, the tortoise line plastic actually does feel really nice, and it feels a lot better than some of the other overmolds I've tested in the past. The flight of this disc, I'm not a huge fan of. 0% power, hyzer angle, flip over roller. That's the only way I can describe how this disc flies. If you have any kind of arm speed or any kind of torque at all, this thing's going to turn over. As a throw and catch disc, this is really fun because you can only throw it really slow. So if you throw it with standstill 1% power, you're gonna have fun little hyzer flip catch and throw sessions that are really fun. As far as the 00 flight numbers go, this thing is way more understable than the flight numbers would indicate. During the testing phase, I started throwing this guy lefty, and I was actually able to throw some decent hyzer flips with it left-handed, and I don't have arm speed in my left arm because I've never thrown lefty before. So as far as this disc goes, it definitely is not something that would make my bag, but it's a really good beginner level mid-range that's good if you haven't really thrown before, you have really slow arm speed, or again, you're just like a brand new player. This would be a really great disc for a brand new player because it'll teach you how to throw properly and not forcing your discs to turn over. It'll just hyzer flip and go straight all on its own.
yeah, I definitely agree that the turn flight number should be a -2 or 3.
Yeah.
We threw this disc a lot. I mean, I've probably thrown this disc at least 100 times, and like you said, you cannot throw this with any power or it'll immediately just turn into a roller. Mm-hmm. But it's still it was a fun disc to throw and try and learn how to throw. And like you said, beginner player, really good disc for that. Plastic feels really nice. So yeah, Tomahawk, not gonna make our bags, but yeah, good beginner disc.
So if you want something that you know will always go right, then this could be a good disc for you. The last disc that we tested in the tortoise line is the Twin Sword. So this is gonna clock in at a 12.5 02. So the twin sword, it's got a very similar profile to the Innova Destroyer, and everyone knows that I'm pretty fond of destroyers. So I was looking forward to testing this guy, and it didn't disappoint. This thing's got tons of glide. It's really fast. It's really controllable for a distance driver. I can pump it out flat with a lot of power. It'll turn just a little bit and then fade really strong at the end. So it flies very true to the flight numbers. Maybe it's a -1.2, but really, like, I was throwing it really hard flat and it was barely turning. So I think a 02 is pretty accurate, but once it beats it, it'll be like a -1.2 for sure. So as far as the artwork goes, a lot of people are curious about this disc just because it's a cool disc. It's got the really nice twin sword artwork on there. It's got that, again, similar profile to like a Domi Destroyer. It's not quite pop-toppy. The Tortoise plastic looks like it would be pop-toppy on most of the discs, but they never are. They're just a little bit domey. And as far as that dome goes, it gives this disc really nice glide, and it's, again, really controllable. And this could be like a go-to driver in a pro player's bag. It's a really solid disc, and I think they did a really nice job on the twin swords.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And the thing is, the more you throw it, the better grip you get from this plastic, the Tortoise.
True.
So they did a very nice job on the twin swords. Very far flying disc. You can bomb this.
How did it go when you threw it?
I don't quite have the arm speed yet for a backhand. I can throw it forehand, but it's a good, like, this thing goes far. Like, it really flies, probably farther than any disc I've ever thrown.
Yeah, it's good. It's far.
But until I get my backhand up to speed, I can't wait to throw this backhand as I get progressively better.
If you have any questions about the Tortoise line Yikun discs that we tested, leave it in the comment section down below. If you want to become a patron or check out merch, the links are in the description below as well. Thank you for watching. This is Iceberg TV, and take care.
Take care.